YouTube. Today we are going to use the team that won the first New York City 2021 VGC local event, the first Grassroot tournament that we've had in a long time since, the pandemic started, and it's been crazy. We haven't had any locals. Most places haven't, but we had our first local a couple of days ago, and I didn't end up attending, but I did give my friend this team right here, and he actually ended up winning the event using this team, and I think it's a really fun team. So I'm going to be sharing out his version. We're going to be using this team. It's another Kommo team because I really did like Kommo after using it on the Yveltal team, and I wanted to try it out on a standard Zacian team this time and kind of give my own twist to it, because I thought I had some really great ideas going to this. Like Suicune I thought was like a really cool pick here, and it just ended up doing really well in concept and practice. So I ended up giving this to Brady. He won the event with it, made a few changes. Yeah, we're going to be using the team that he used to win this exact copy. If you want to try it out, obviously the rental code's right here, and there is a pastebin down below. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help out. Check out my social medias down below: Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and let's get started and play some games. All right, we got Jose. Eternatus is such a tough matchup for this team depending on the set. I have no idea what set this is going to be. What's interesting is the Comfey next to Eternatus, because it's not like a draining case weakness policy set we can see, and there's nothing that sets up with a weakness policy. So that's actually kind of interesting here. So what do I want to go? I'm thinking Instant's a really good lead. Parting Shot's really solid here. It's just that Eternatus is a little bit of pain. I kind of like the Suicune Instant lead. I think it's just really strong in general against their team. Double Fairy, which means Kommo can't really be used. I guess it's like Rillaboom to counter the Coco. I mean, Grassy Glide's not really going to help. I mean, Fake Out is just going to help a lot, and then set up for Zacian, I guess. My problems are, depending on this Eternatus set, what is it? Is it offensive or not? If it's offensive, that's actually kind of annoying because Meteor Beam's going to do a ton of damage. It's going to be hard to stall out. Eleki's not really good here. Electrup's nice, but it's not really great. No, Kommo kind of stinks for me because I really like Kommo, but especially against like Serena Instant. But 3 fairies actually in Eternatus does not make it seem good. So I will bring my other 4. This is going to be tough because Eternatus is an annoying Pokemon because of Dynamax Cannon. It's one of the few Pokemon that actually carry Dragon type move 4 that can hit Kommo. And yeah, otherwise I would try to stall out with Kommo. If it's the Cosmic Power set, I'm going to have to timer stall it most likely. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be the Whimsicott Eternatus lead. Okay, so if this is fake tier stuff, that's already a bad start. As I am going to lead Suicune plus the Instant right here. Now, I have no idea if they have Protect at all. Protect is going to be an interesting thing here. I'm going to go for Snarl turn 1. Tailwind's kind of useless because it doesn't really change much. And I just don't know this Meteor Beam. If this is Meteor Beam, I think, well, we're going to see if it's Meteor Beam, right? I'm just going to Punish on Snarl. I'm assuming it's double Protect here. I'm assuming Whimsicott probably has Protect, but we'll see. I don't see there's a point of going for Fake Out. We're going to see a switch here into Serena. Okay, cool. The Parting Shot's actually really nice here, and a Snarl into Whimsicott for free is nice. Tonk going to come out into the Suicune to prevent Tailwind, which makes a lot of sense. So I am able to get a big Snarl off into Whimsicott, and this is a great position for me actually because I get a free swap to Zacian and get to click a big powerful Behemoth Blade. And probably I want to target the Serena slot because Serena is a pretty big threat, but I could also target down the because I could target either slot. With Behemoth Blade, I really want to get a Serena, but Whimsicott, if it has fake tiers, makes it harder for me to set up. So I definitely go Zacian here. The question is, who is swapping? I kind of want to double up a slot with Scald plus Behemoth Blade, I think. Because you're not going to hard switch to Eternatus, I think, on a Behemoth Blade. I could see the Incineroar coming in for a slot. I think it'd be for the Whimsicott, but I could be completely wrong. But I think it's just better to go for a Scald into Behemoth Blade and Serena, because Fake Out is going to be really important to help stall out the Eternatus turns. But we're not going to see a swap at all, actually. We're going to see the Tailwind straight away. All right. And Power Whip. Ooh, could have went into Instant, but at least Suicune still survives there, as I am going to get a Behemoth Blade off into the Serena. Oh boy. So I get rid of Serena. Really nice knockout right there because that helps. But the thing is, having Suicune a bit weakened isn't great. I do get good chip on the Whimsicott, so if I get in my Rillaboom, the Grassy Terrain isn't healing it to a Focus Sash point. But now this is looking very scary. Let's see what's going to come out here. I'd imagine Eternatus comes back in. Yep. I gotta get in Instant and Rillaboom. So I'm gonna go. Problem is you're gonna Sludge Bomb or Flamethrower here. Fake Tears Flamethrower is definitely a potential option here. And there's also the chance my opponent tries to knock out the Suicune. So not a great spot right here. I would have preferred getting rid of Whimsicott in the last case. But I guess it's not too bad. I'm gonna go Rillaboom. That could probably live with Flamethrower stuff. And I'm gonna go Instant for a Suicune. I got double Fake Out Pressure, which is really nice. I have U-Turn. Eternatus switch turn 1 was interesting, so I'm curious on the Eternatus set. Maybe it has 4 attacks and no protect, which would actually help me quite a bit. But let's see. But yeah, I think double swap is going to be the play here. Wonder what the last Pokemon is from my opponent's side. Could be Incineroar, could be Koko. But let's see. So is this Fake Tears? Helping Hand is also another play I could see here. It is Fake Tears, yep. Into the Instant, and they went for Sludge Bomb into the Suicune. Okay, nice. So I was able to call the Fake Tears play. It is going to poison my Instant. Very unfortunate, actually. But because that might put me in Dynamax Cannon range after Poison, even after Grassy Terrain, which is not ideal here. So, yeah, not great. I wonder if I could fake out Flare Blitz, but the problem is that also walks into an instant play, which I don't really like here. I think since Eternatus didn't protect turn 1, I just don't see a reason for it to. I think it's pretty likely it might not have protect here. So I'm going to fake out and Parting Shot the Eternatus. Even if Encore is a thing, I think I could play around it, but we'll see. When I see the Whimsicott retreat, is this Incineroar? Comfey. Okay, that's completely fine. This actually works out because I get my Zacian in for free. Yeah, nice. I'm able to get a fake out off into Eternatus. Really nice there. I am able to get a Parting Shot off into Eternatus as well. That means it is going to be -1. Really good. And now I can get in my Zacian. And I don't think there's something that Comfey can do that changes the situation. Unfortunately, I will have to fight through chance of Flamethrower, Burn, or Crit right here. But I think that's okay overall. Get in my Zacian. I wonder if it's Ally Switch coming out. I could see Ally Switch. Ally Switch is definitely a potential option. I don't need help on Rillaboom at all, do I? It's Black Sludge on Eternatus. Okay, good to know. So it might be the stall variant. I am going to go for the U-turn right here into... I think I'm going to double up the Comfey slot. Comfey is not a Pokemon that usually carries Protect. And I also want to try to get some knockouts if possible. Ally Switch is also another potential option, but we'll see. Oh, they do actually have Protect. Wow. All right. As a Flamethrower my Zacian. Okay, that's pretty bad actually. But I am able to survive, which is really nice. No burn and no crit. Nice. Alright. Protect Comfey. I wonder if I had Trick Room or not. Talon expires. Very nice here. I'm going to still fake out anyway in Behemoth Blade, the Comfey slot. Because I can get in instant, fake out the Eternatus, and Behemoth Blade the Whimsicott the following turn. Since Fake Tears Whimsicott's usually a Pokemon that doesn't actually run Protect, so we're going to see Ally Switch. Okay. The Ally Switch going to come out. How much does this do to the Eternatus? Because I'm actually fast at Eternatus. That's actually big. That's pretty big, actually. If I'm faster than Eternatus, that means that I can... Wow, I do so much damage. 75% is crazy. And another Flamethrower. Just don't burn, and we're good. For crit. Nice. Nice. Okay, cool. Get a big U-turn off. And now we can imagine that the so this is a really good position right here. A lot of Eternatus has been running Modest, it looks like, and this ends up working out for me because I can go instant right here. I get a fake out pressure off into the Eternatus, and I can go for Behemoth Blade. And even if they go for Floral Healing, Behemoth Blade did 75%, and it looks like it should be able to KO the Eternatus, especially if I... do I have to go for fake out? I don't have to, right? I don't. But I do anyway because Ally Switch is a thing. Yep, I do because Ally Switch is a thing. So I do go for fake out here. I was thinking of going for like Parting Shot to get Rillaboom back in for fake out, but at that point it doesn't really matter either. The Comfey shouldn't be able to threaten Zacian either. So yeah, we go for fake out here. We go for Behemoth Blade. I do gotta watch out because I am getting low on Behemoth Blades, but should be good long term. If this is the cosmic power set, I'm actually kind of curious on it, because if it's the cosmic power set, I could still be in for a long one. We're going to see the Eternatus switch out, which is fine. It's going to be out into Whimsicott, which is okay here. So I am okay with that. And Comfey protects, which is completely fine. So I get a free knockout. They get the Eternatus back in, which I assume that's what they wanted. But overall, there's not really much anything that my opponent can do other than, I guess they can go for like, what could they do here? Ally switch flamethrower, I guess. I guess that's the play. Yeah, I'd imagine it's like I'd imagine that's the play. Yeah, if that's the play and I don't KO the Eternatus with Throat Chop, that's actually kind of frustrating. I mean, Eternatus is going to come out here. We already assumed that it doesn't have protect because it's literally never used to protect in the entire set. Behemoth Blade definitely picks it to KO at that range, it seems. And then I just don't think Throat Chop KOs, but I think, like, what else would I do? Parting Shot here? Like, Parting Shot doesn't change anything. But I think we go for Throat Chop. So it was Protect. I mean, we saw Protect, Floor Healing. I don't think it's Trick Room. I think it would have clicked it already. I think it's Ally Switch. It goes for Floor Healing anyway. Okay. So as long as this isn't a roll, I mean, I get the win. But if this is a roll, still could lose. Because I don't get enough chip. Let's see. Behemoth Blade into the Eternatus. We do KO the Eternatus though. Okay, so that is a good game. Zacian's just too strong. This Pokemon does way too much damage. And yeah, that's the thing about playing Eternatus. It has coverage for basically every single member of my team. It does a lot of damage. It's hard to switch into. And especially with that Fake Tears Whimsicott was really scary in this matchup. But overall, Parting Shot Instant, which was a change, ended up pulling a lot of weight here. So I guess we go Rillaboom here in Behemoth Blade. Oh, we don't Behemoth Blade, actually. We Sacred Sword, because the Comfey protects us all at my last turn. Behemoth Blade, my opponent's anticipating it. It's better to call it. So bring out the Rillaboom right here. Let's see. It looks like they're trying to accomplish something. Just Draining Kiss, okay. It shouldn't do any damage to Rillaboom. Yeah, because Comfey is really weak. We'll heal quite a bit though. But not as much as Sacred Sword should do, at least. Yeah. I might keep clicking Sacred Sword until we see a fake out. Otherwise, I click Sacred Sword and a Drum Beating. It's like very safe. And then eventually, like, I mean, the Comfey can't win. Its only move is probably Draining Kiss. If it has Giga Drain, it still doesn't do any damage. And yeah, we just keep clicking attacks here until my opponent forfeits. Or goes for Protect, and I can go for my last Behemoth Blade. I think maybe my opponent didn't count and thinks I'm out of Behemoth Blade, but I did have one Behemoth Blade just to save for the Comfey. And it's why I didn't click it, because if they protected, I guess this game would go on a bit longer. Although I could have just finished this game off, but just to do it anyway. So we'll go for the Drum Beating here into the Comfey slot and Behemoth Blade. I'm assuming this Eternatus set was Cosmic Power Recover and Cosmic Recover, Sludge Bomb, and Flamethrower. That's probably like the standard set, especially with like a Comfey like this for floor healing. But it seems like overkill to have like Recover plus Comfey floor healing with support, because they had two support Pokemon with fairies. So let's see. Berry Berry is not letting you survive this. Wait, it actually does. I'm surprised, actually. I guess that's max defense. But it doesn't matter because Drum Beam is going to finish it off anyway. So Comfey is going to go down, and that is a win for the Zacian team. But yeah, it just shows like how strong Zacian can be. Really hard to maneuver. As you saw, like my opponent couldn't really get through it. Protect Comfey was really good. It ended up stalling out a big turn, which could have actually resulted in a big that could have been really hurtful. And no Protect on Eternatus, but they don't run Protect unless they're offensive. They're usually like the Cosmic Power set, which I usually aim to like timer stall it, because of all the animations. It's actually not as hard to timer stall that. And then Whimsicott Fake Tear, I had to play around it, but it just shows how important like the move Protect is, after all. Like, Protect is such an important move. Speaking of Protect, it's one of the best moves in the game, but one of the best moves you can make is protecting yourself from outside threats. If you want to protect yourself from cybersecurity threats, check out our sponsor, Keeper Security, with a link down below in the description, which can allow you to get 30% off one of the world's trusted password manager security systems out there to protect your data and passwords. All right. Oh, we got Santi's team. Okay, so I actually don't know what this matchup is. So it's Scarf Kyogre, Citrus Berry, Serena. I gotta play this really cautiously. I think it's Eliki, Zacian lead. I mean, I'm not really too experienced with Tornogre that's this kind of variant. I'm used to like leading Eliki plus Rillaboom, but with Weavile, I don't think that's an option. So I'm gonna lead Zacian plus Eliki. It's pretty safe overall. Definitely bring Rillaboom in the back, and then maybe Kommo-o. It's either Kommo-o or Insane. Kommo-o because it deals better against... I like Fake Out a lot. Kommo-o also just switch-ins better, but Intimidate. I guess the question is, do I have enough tools for Kyogre? I mean, with my Rillaboom, I should. I think I'm gonna go Insane because I have Intimidate for triple Axle Water Spell combination into Rillaboom, which is absolutely huge. Because that might be the difference between me surviving and me losing my Rillaboom on a double up if we get into that kind of situation. Also, Kommo can't switch into Hurricanes, and I don't know if I'm KOing the Eternatus immediately, and probably not because of the fact it has Wakan Berry, and it's a bulky Eternatus if I remember correctly. So we'll see how this goes, because I have not played this team yet. So Rillaboom Kyogre is an interesting lead here. And Zacian Eliki. Double Protect is just very safe. It's Scarf Kyogre. And afterward, the question is what do I want to do afterward? Because I do kind of want to... let's see. Because Grassy Search is going to go up. I wish I led Rillaboom Eliki because I could just drum beating. But this is fine. I'll double protect here. Scout the move that the Kyogre is going to do. I guess we could see a Rillaboom swap in a Weavile if they have it, but that's kind of unlikely here. I don't even know if they bring Weavile in this matchup. So double protect here. Because not having Serena, I think, is a throw against this. And then last Pokemon, I have no clue. Fake Out going to come out into Eliki. Yep. And they go for Spout. Interesting choice. Unless they change the team. I don't know if blocking the Spout is the right play, because like Thunderbolt does too much, I think. I'm gonna go for Volt Switch into Kyogre. I'm gonna go for Behemoth Blade. I guess we'll find out the truth if it's Scarf Kyogre or not by what it does. They could also just switch out, which is completely fair, and I think that's fine for me as well. Volt Switch is just really good on all their team except Serena. Yeah, which is still fine because Behemoth Blade can still threaten it. So I'm okay with that. Grassy Glide gonna come out. That's fine. I could also go Instant. Instant's not a bad play, and I think Instant's probably the correct play here for me. I'm also thinking about going out in a reel and clicking U-turn, but I don't know what they... Oh, wait, no, they really boom moved this turn. They went for Grassy Glide, so they can't U-turn out. Yeah, so I just go Instant here. So I go Instant, and I think I just click Behemoth Blade in a U-turn, which is completely fine. Because my Rillaboom's still very healthy. I just gotta watch out for Torn next to Kyogre under Tailwind, because that could be scary. The Behemoth Blade comes out. We target down the Rillaboom. Doesn't pick up a knockout, barely misses it, but that's completely okay. So we've gotten a lot of damage on their side. They gotten a almost knockout on Eliki, but overall that shouldn't matter too much. I go for Parting Shot here and go for Behemoth Blade and Serena. The problem with their team is they don't have a good switch in right here. Everything on their team basically is going down right here, except maybe Urshifu, but then I just get in Rillaboom, so that's fine too. Both of these Pokemon don't have Protect. They go for the Glide, trying to get the chip on Zacian for Water Spout, I guess. But this ends up working out immensely well for me because that means I give it to Serena, and no Serena means that Grassy Glide just is a free target into Scarf Kyogre like every single time. So get rid of Serena, and I don't really see a way out for them at this point of the game, actually. If they have Torn, I just click Fake Out Behemoth Blade. Yeah, I don't see an out for them. I just don't think the Mons, I guess, didn't help here because I go Rillaboom right here. Rillaboom's just really solid here. And afterward, yeah, if they go Kyogre, I have a Grassy Glide. I also have a Fake Out for them, and then a Behemoth Blade in the Rillaboom. I could also go for a Sub if I really want to. If I want to go greedy, I don't think I really have to though. They have Weavile as the last Pokemon. Okay. Which is fine. I mean, this is just instant for free, and then I just Sacred Sword a slot. I guess I'll just Sacred Sword a Weavile since it's the thing that can catch my since it can catch my my Zacian. I mean, if they go Kyogre, that's fine. I click Fake Out into Kyogre and Sacred Sword the Weavile, right? Or I could Fake Out Sacred Sword the Kyogre, which will do a ton of damage and basically put Water Spout out of commission, sweep my team in the end game. So that's fine as well. So Instant's gonna come out to play. Let's see, probably Fake Out on the Zacian. Does the most damage. No, Tara's Rillaboom. All right. So that's a free Weavile right there. The Weavile goes down, and then this should be game. It should be game. I think this is the last turn of Grassy, so they reset it for me. I probably sack Eliki here. I don't need Eliki at all to win this. Yeah, I don't. Because Instant's still useful against... actually, Instant's done its job. Oh, wait, this is the last turn? It's the last turn of Grassy and Rain, so... Yeah, we go for Partner Shot here in a Kyogre. We go for the Protect. And then afterward, we go out into our Rillaboom. We click Fake Out in a Kyogre. We click Sacred into a Rillaboom since it's Assault Vest Rillaboom. Let's see, there should be Spout. Yep. And yeah, they just didn't have an answer. No Torn made it really tough for them. Grassy Glide wasn't really that much of a threat because we had Zacian, which deals with the double grass combination, which is what it means for Eliki, and otherwise about the double grass option, this team's really weak to Eliki. So I guess it ended up being a little bit easier than I thought. Of course, it could be different depending on leads, but it just ended up working out because lead wise they couldn't outspeed Eliki without Torn, so Eliki was just able to get at least one hit off or like threaten a hit on Kyogre. I got an instant when they went to their electric resist, and it's really nice to have both in the matchup. So I guess instant's good in this matchup, which is something I learned. All right, because I wasn't sure if Eliki is right here, but it did end up working out. So we go for Fake Out in a Kyogre. We go for a Sacred Sword into the Rillaboom because U-turn crit's annoying, and then the next turn Grassy Glide into Sacred Sword the Kyogre for the victory. There's no way for my opponent to win. So nice, especially since it's Scarf Kyogre, and we confirm it now. Yep. So Scarf Kyogre is confirmed. We get rid of the Rillaboom, and yeah, very, very nice. I'm curious on what lead on their side can be good against Eliki Zacian, because I kind of want to learn more about this matchup. I'm trying to consider. I just don't really see. I think it had to be like Weavile plus I think it had to be like Weavile plus Torn, and then I go to Instant. I think with this team you have to make super aggressive reads against the Eliki part of my team, because the Eliki part of the team can just mess up this team. So Grassy Glide is going to come out from the Rillaboom into Kyogre and finish it off, and that is going to be good game. So we got some good matches. I mean, we were able to show off the good standard mode of this team. We were able to show off the Suicune mode, and we have seen Kommo do well, and it does do well in very certain matchups. So yeah, very content, and I still love this team. This team's fantastic. It was one of the first teams I made after the Yveltal team that I created. I want to test out more Kommo, and I think it does really well with this team, and I think Zacian's a really fun partner. But for this match, I think it was pretty straightforward. I mean, double protect. I think if my opponent wanted to win, I had to really make aggressive plays. They had to predict if I was going to go for double protect turn one and switch out, I think. If they did that, then I could have been on the back foot. It really just comes down to, I think, hard reads at the end of the day, because it is more of a hyper offensive team. So you do got to make those risky plays, I think, in order to get into the game. Otherwise, it's going to like go downhill real quick, especially if I get like one read right or position myself right, I think, because hyper offense usually relies on outspeeding and getting quick knockouts. But if you're not getting the quick knockouts or putting yourself into that position, then yeah, it's going to be really tough. And yeah, since my opponent basically was threatened turn 2 immediately, turn 1 they were even threatened immediately, but they had to Fake Out pressure at least. So yeah, it ends up paying it off. and I was just able to just get in the right Pokemon, I think, at the right time, and I just put on pressure. Not much else to say. And that is going to be the end of today's episode. Don't think we got to show off Kommo in this episode, but we have plenty of games from previous episodes where Kommo just able to do super well. Not only going to showcase this team for one episode, but I will be doing a team building episode, one of my team guides for this team, so look out for it. It should be dropping probably tomorrow or at least the day after, but I will be showcasing like the thought process of me making this team and how it ended up going. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. As I said before, leave a like down below. It's really appreciated. But otherwise, you can check out my social medias down below, check out my other episodes, all that good stuff. I think this team's really fun. It has so much potential. I think it is one of my favorite teams that I've ever played in this format, and it is definitely one of my favorite fun teams to play because I feel like positioning wise it does so well. It is really well equipped to handle a lot of different teams that you could see in tournaments. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.